everybody, Anthony 4x4 Adventures. I'm out seeing Oz again. I just thought I'd do another quick video. People have a laugh when I say quick video. How can you fit all the information people need in a quick video? It'd only be a quick little bit of information. I'm going to try and maximise the information on this trip because it's an area that I find there's limited information on, and even though there's a few videos, everybody just shows you the same place, the destination, blah blah. Camera goes round and round and round looking at their ugly mug and the same set of, you know, nice bit of scenery. But what about all the details, the distances, the information on the terrain, and you know, this sort of thing along the way? So why don't we start from the start? We left Melbourne yesterday. I'm in the car on my own. Like I said, I'm out seeing Oz again. I'm in the 120 Prado. We've just recently done a fair bit of work on it, just making sure it is reliable still at nearly 450,000 kilometres. Yeah, a lot of people, they think they've got to go out and spend $200,000 on a V8 Cruiser and maximum modifications, GVM upgrades and all the gear, and no idea. You don't actually need to do that. You can pick up an old 120 Prado that's in reasonable condition, base form, for about 15 grand, and then spend another 10-15 grand on it between your modifications, you're building up the vehicle, you're getting your maintenance up to date because it probably hasn't been done, and for about 30 grand you can have an absolutely awesome setup and get out there and see the country. So 10 years ago that's what was in my price range. Now I could have gone and brought a new 200 series, priced those up at 87 grand at the time for a GXL. You're not bad in comparison, is it? You probably have a look at the price now and they probably want more than that back for it now with 200,000 Ks on it. Dreaming, mate. And what do you get for that? You get a vehicle that doesn't drive as well. Of course it's nice under the right foot, and it's not as manoeuvrable in the shopping centre car parks. The Prados are absolutely awesome, and of course you get to pay a bit more for fuel. Bigger engine, they use more fuel. You get to pay twice as much for injector and fuel line maintenance, double the work. It's just like doing two at once. So it's maybe close to 10 grand, $10,000 job. Anyway, back to the touring side. We're on that's the 4x4 diesel side of things. Let's just put that to bed because we're on holiday. So we left Melbourne yesterday. We like to get away nice and early because when you're away on a trip, we're limited on time. Now, when I say limited, you know, everybody's on some sort of limit, you know, so if you've got less time, you've only got school holidays, or you've only got 4 weeks a year annual leave, I get it, so you're limited. Now, even though I might have more than that, I'm still limited because you've got a trip plan, it's got to end somewhere, so you've got to plan it out. And I think taking a long time to get to places, for example, you know, it's a big day, I only want to do 500k, 600k's, or 400 or 800 or 7, whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, that's cool, but it's a day in the car. Now, if you can do 1000k's, that gets you to your destination where you're starting your trip. If you're starting your trip from where you are, no problem. Just go ahead and, you know, take it easy and do 200-300k's a day, 500, whatever you want, each to their own. But what I'm saying is, I've noticed where people sort of think that less K's in the car. Like, for example, so our trip starts in Western Australia and we're in Victoria. So 1000 K's to Port Augusta, yeah, it's a big day, but if you leave early, now we left Melbourne just after 6, so it was a little bit dark. I'm not too worried about wildlife and stuff while we're close to Melbourne, and the sun's coming up behind us. Perfect driving conditions. Shortly after that, by the time we get out, where there might be some wildlife, and we haven't actually seen anything other than I just saw a flat reel on the road, which is why we've been taking it a bit easy on speed until we're getting a bit of light here now. And basically, so we have a couple of big days, punch out 1000k. So Port Augusta yesterday, from Port Augusta to Border Village today, it's only 945k's. You're out in the open road, there's no towns, it's an easy run. It makes your day shorter. Get away early. We left about, I think it was about 6:30 in the end by the time we left, so similar to yesterday, but of course I'm talking now Adelaide time, so kind of Melbourne time, it would have been about 7, you know, so something like that, because we're chasing the sun. The days are longer. That's the advantage you got heading west. You got long days because you're driving, the sun's coming up behind you and you're driving the same direction, so it makes a bit of time for you, an extra half an hour a day. Again, depending how far you go. If you only go 300-400 k's, you're not going to notice it, but when you drive 1,000 k's in a day headed west, you're going to notice it. So quite easily we'll get to Border Village today, and that's where the adventure begins. But I just wanted to give you that bit of information. Now, in the morning when you leave Port Augusta or whatever place you're at, just giving you an example, I usually take it easy for a couple of reasons. A, the engine warming up nice and slowly, and there's a few places. See this scrub up here ahead? I don't know how well you can see in the camera, but we're coming up to it. There's a lot of places like that out of Port Augusta heading across the... Anyway, so about 5 k's from Iron Knob. Once you get around Iron Knob onwards, most of it fairly well opens up from memory. There might be a couple other places, but my point is, while it's dark and early, take it easy around the bushes, and always what you should be focused on, keep your eyes peeled and your concentration on wildlife, even if it's during the day, because if you hit a big cow that steps out from behind a tree, your trip's over and your life could be as well, and everybody else in the vehicle, and maybe people in front, behind, and sideways, and everywhere else. It's going to get messy. Rarely does it happen, or you don't hear about it anyway, I suppose. One way to look at it's rare, but just really keep your eyes peeled, especially when you've got those bushes close to the side of the road, and there's a lot of them. Okay, so we smash out 1,000 k's. I don't like driving in the dark, so we just get a little bit done, head start early in the morning, go slow, full concentration, lights on, and look, you know, it was like peak hour traffic this morning anyway. You can hardly use, I've only got a King's light bar. It does a pretty good job, but you know, you can hardly even use that. I've got a truck driver a kilometre away putting his lights on. You know, the rule book does say you can leave them on for up to 200 metres away, which I agree is dumb, and I wouldn't do that, but a kilometre away, look, you know, you can see someone's got their high beams or their lights on, but it's not actually really affecting you until you get a bit closer. So mate, everyone can just relax, mate, and let people use their lights a little bit, just within reason, you know what I mean? I'd probably think maybe half a K, something like that. But anyway, bada bing, bada boom, this is Iron Knob, and I reckon that's a video. So today we're going to pass through Ceduna. From memory is about 400 or 500 k's from Port Augusta, somewhere under 400, I'll say. I'm going to guess at about 470 off the top of my head. And then that'll be a breakfast, lunch stop, what do you call it, just before lunchtime, because, you know, we're rolling at 7, what is it now, 7:11. It's 7:11, there you go. There'll be a sign up here telling us how far it is, and we can work it out at an average speed of 100 k's. Easy to average 100 k's once you're out here. If you're not towing your big caravan, and tow your caravan if you like, whatever, it's all good, mate. All the gear, beautiful. Nice comfy bed, I know, it's awesome. Just invite me in for breakfast each morning. Okay, what do we got? Ceduna, 3 nights, so 400 k's, 4 hours to go. So that means if it's 7 now, we're going to be there at 11, 7:11, there you go. We're going to be there at 11 a.m. Beautiful, which what we'll do is on this one, we'll go a little bit further to we'll stop at Ceduna for that lunch, eat, maybe if there's any last things we need at the little supermarket there. Mainly I think they want the bakery for the pie, so that's cool, because it'll be the last pie they get for a week. So that's good, and little supermarket there, and then we'll go on to Penong for the fuel, because the price is not much different, and it's kind of the last decent place. So look, you know, you'll save a few cents if you're getting a lot of litres. You can get it at Ceduna. You will save a little bit. We're not talking 20 or 40 cents a litre. We're talking about 5 or 10 tops, probably 3 or 4 these days. Penong's reasonable. Check Petrol Spy out. And we're going to shoot straight across. This is not a sightseeing run. What have we got here? Bloody bird. Okay. It's not a sightseeing run until tomorrow is where the adventure begins. So subscribe, turn the bell on if you've put up with this much waffle so far. You've done well. Thanks for your support. I'm just sharing the information. You just got to keep me company, because there's nobody else in the car, so I need someone to talk to. Alright, subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button, catch you on the next one. It'll be an awesome trip.